right. It's time for that whole Who's Line Club thing.
Yay!
Oh my god.
I'm on time for this one.
Yeah!
Woo!
The
Enthusiasm, yeah!
Let's move on to our first game, which is called Scenes from a Hat, as stolen from
Shocker!
/Scenes from a Hat.
What are we moving on from?
I don't see
From
this
the
hat.
intro
Where's
part. We're not doing the intro anymore. Oh, with official moderator sanction from Mufasa, yes. So let's move on to our first scene. The scenes from the hat will be coming on screen. They'll be in the game room on Discord. They'll be in the Twitch chat. Everyone's invited to play along. And our first scene is if the Who's Line cast switch places with the crew of the Enterprise.
Is that like Star Trek?
So does that mean that? Oh, okay. So Colin Mockery could be on the Enterprise, or Spock could be doing fucking one-liners. Freaking one-liners. Sorry.
That'd be great.
Yeah, just go with everyone you feel.
Now we go to our next game. It's called Mischief, which is Klingon for Scenes from a Hat.
Nice. Your shoes, Mr. Ryan, keep opening the door. Please keep them on that side of the bridge.
I don't watch Star Trek. Is it not obvious? The absolute silence from all of us is just the best.
No, I'm trying to formulate this one where it's like, welcome.
I have nothing.
Welcome here to the bridge where our dilithium crystals only have one setting and the amount of crystals we have don't matter.
Welcome to Who's Line Today, where everything's been open. I'm your host, Jean-Luc Picard.
All right, our next category is scenes that a Vulcan might ask for.
That's racist!
Oh, we can't do stuff about Vulcans now. Oh, the director's coming in. Okay.
Your winner tonight is Spock. Spock, I want you to read the cards while living long and prosper.
Nice.
Okay, can we please get a new prompt?
New prompt is a TripAdvisor review of Hotel California.
Everything sucked here, and for some reason this old boomer band was falling the whole time.
There was a constant guitar solo while I tried to sleep.
This place was absolutely overrun by eagles. Like I couldn't.
You beat me to it.
I couldn't get to a place where they weren't playing.
I could have sworn eagles were not native to this part of the land.
My trip was ruined by the fact that an entire floor was rented out to the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know, they kept saying that it's such a lovely place with such a lovely face, but I couldn't find any faces except for the random band playing outside.
You see, the thing is, they told me that room cancellations were free, and then I could check out if I wanted. Except they locked me in my room and said I could never leave. And then Joe Walsh started playing a guitar solo.
Like every other thing that is huge and solid, any time of year, you can find it here.
See that?
It's actually pretty normal. A lot of the rumors aren't true, but it's hard to find any checkout staff because there's too many people here making song references.
This big problem. I'm really glad that they like pride themselves in fresh food, but the fact that they went out and like tried to kill it with these like knives made of steel, but could not kill this beast, it was just a little unnerving.
Madness reigns. I did not enjoy my visit at the Hotel of California because we could not find the entrances. They were filled with football players and birds, as well as band members. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. We'll visit again very soon.
I think the best part about it is that's how it would have been read, like from a device.
Edit. Meant to place my review on TripAdvisor. No idea what this is.
See, the way I found this was kind of amazing. Was driving on this dark highway through the desert one night, top down wind in my hair, and I smelled some stuff and saw the place and eventually got locked in.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you first.
You first.
Well, mine was supposed to be like a capper, so you first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars, but we're in Alabama.
You know,
Roll Tide.
I thought it was really weird when a guy called up the captain asking to bring him some wine, because the captain responded that there wasn't any since like 1969, and that's really weird. What hotel doesn't have wine since 1969? That is oddly specific.
I'm writing this review from my hotel room. They told us, quote, "We can never leave." I don't like this place, and I...
Copyright.
I'm pretty sure making the noises with your mouth does not count toward copyright infringement.
No,
I think it does, yeah. Overruled.
1 out of 5 stars. There's been people in the next room over arguing about copyright laws.
Okay, yeah.
They give our stay 1 out of 5. We were trying to argue about copyright law, and some guy was trying to make us shut up.
All right, new topic is impractical jokers during the COVID-19 pandemic. I hope you guys know what this means.
I've never watched Impractical Jokers.
All right, guys, we're going to go into the shopping mall, which is not full of people. But
geez.
every single person that we see there, we are going to touch on the shoulder.
Oh no, man, that's too hard.
Okay, Mer. Okay, Mer, for your punishment, we're going to have you stand over here with this pallet full of hand sanitizers and mock people for not panic buying.
Okay, unfortunately, Sal contracted COVID-19 and is currently in the hospital on a ventilator, making him tonight's biggest loser.
So
All right, Joe, for your... Go ahead.
So for his punishment, we're taking him off the ventilator.
So for Joe's punishment, he's going to go outside of a Walmart right in front of it, and everyone who gets close by, he's going to cough on.
All right, look, you're going to dress up like a doctor. You're going to walk the streets on April 1st, and you're just going to tell everyone you meet that it was a joke from the beginning.
Oh, did you guys not hear about that?
It's all conspiracy, man.
I was saying that on April Fool's Day, like the leader of the CDC and like Xi Jinping and Trump were all like, "Hi, you've been fooled. It was an elaborate joke." April Fools.
I think I'd be less surprised by it being an elaborate joke than I was that Trump was able to keep a secret.
Okay, Joe, you're going to go out and flagrantly ignore social distancing rules.
Okay, Sal, now that you've become infected, I want you to go up to Joe Biden and Donald Trump and cough near them.
What about Bernie Sanders? Oh, he's just going to die anyway.
No, we like Bernie.
Coughing on like the president of the United States sounds like a great way to get shot right now.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, we only want to get rid of the people who are running for president and have raped people.
Let's steer away from that joke, please. We gotta comply with all the YouTube stuff, and you know.
New prompt. Why don't we do that?
New prompt is signs that the board game you're playing is cursed.
Yeah, I was with Robin Williams when we got sucked into the game. We couldn't leave.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick this. Who is this Mufasa guy over here?
Yeah, I took this board game out of an Egyptian pharaoh's tomb. Your move.
Okay, how did I roll 666? There's only
I'm not trying to complain or say there's something wrong, but every time I've rolled for a character trait, I've gotten a 1.
Why does it say next to boardwalk, parked, place your hair here?
Man, every time we're getting close to finishing this game, Uncle Larry flips the table. The game isn't cursed. That's just how it's supposed to end.
Is it one-eyed Larry?
No. It's a 7-eyed Larry.
He's taken his eyes from only other Larrys, leaving a trail of one-eyed Larrys in his wake.
Where did you come from? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, one-eyed Larry?
Look, guys, I swear it's not me. It's the card. Look, it says if you mortgage this property, you get half the value, you can't collect rent, and you pledge your soul to the Dark Alliance.
Why does this board game have microtransactions?
Oh, man.
EA must have developed it.
That makes sense.
What's Dale's name right now? Because he deserves points for that.
Somewhere, man.
Yeah, it's somewhere, man. We don't know what it is.
He's a real son. That's the whole thing I was going for. Because I like the beat. And I thought it sounded cool.
Wow, this board game comes with a microphone that cuts out randomly.
Yeah, for some reason every time I play this board game my voice cracks. And I also have a compulsion to start playing those line games with people on weekends.
With this special edition of Mousetrap, you'll have to supply your own mice, but we guarantee the starvation and torture of thousands of lab rats.
With this new edition of Mousetrap, there's actually no game. The point is just to jam your fingers into mousetraps. Except for one person. Since when did our copy of Sorry say not sorry? Since Demi Lovato showed up. Don't mind me, I'm just laying down on my stomach.
Huh, when did this Monopoly board turn into a Duopoly board, and how does the winner get determined?
Wait, duopoly?
Yeah.
Oligopoly.
Wait,
We all work it out and screw over the people who aren't playing.
Hey, did you hear they released a sequel to Monopoly? It's called Antitrust Litigation.
Oh, nice. Oh, man.
Damn you, Eisenhower.
So
Or Taft.
damn
Or
good.
Coolidge? Or
Well,
Eisenhower,
great.
right?
This is really going to make Internet Explorer start to suck. Look at me with my Monopoly history right there.
All right, so at the end of the game, you can go into the Millionaire Acres or the nice retirement home. One of them has your grandmother, one of them has your grandfather, and the one you don't join will burn down.
Oh shoot! This board really is cursed. I didn't believe you. I'm sorry, but this is the one Ouija board that can't talk to ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, this is like real life operation. See, what it is we hook you up via the internet to an actual surgery that's going on, and if you can't remove the correct thing, the patient dies.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry, for legal reasons, we couldn't actually make them die, but it just vibrates and goes every time.
Oh, here's a pretty cool new Saw game. Okay, let's see here. Turn off the lights and put on the chains. Make sure to lock the key and throw it away.
Look, I'm going to stop you right there. As an owner of the Mavericks, I just want to say I'm familiar with these kinds of games, and I'm out, okay? I'm out.
Hey guys, look, I got The Ring, the board game. It even comes with this old VHS tape.
Well, play it.
Do you want to
It's a
watch it?
VCR game.
VCR game.
Yeah, those existed. Those existed. You would put a tape in and you would fast forward or pause or rewind based on.
Yeah, choose your own adventure.
I remember playing a wrestling one.
Oh, yeah.
We're a nerd.
New prompt.
New prompt indeed. The new prompt is bad reasons to break isolation and leave home right now.
I'm sorry, officer. I know I'm supposed to stay home, but how else am I gonna find the hot singles in my area?
Hey, officer, I got coronavirus, and I think it's my duty to infect everyone. Survival of the fittest.
My name is Bernie Sanders, and I'm running for president.
All right.
This man is an imposter. This man is an imposter.
Once again, I'm asking for your legal support.
Oops, all Bernies.
All right, it looks like everyone is at Walmart gathering toilet paper and random other necessities. A ton of people are over there, and there's this virus that whenever I get close to people, it's a very real possibility that I'll get infected. You know what I should do? I should go to Walmart.
Officer, I'm on my way to the comedy club. Okay, they say I'm performing for a couple people tonight, but I got a couple. Just check this out. They got this thing called coronavirus, right? That's out there. You know, back in my college days, we just call it spring break fever. You know, we get.
Shut up, you bad jokes. Coronavirus. Back in my day, we just called it a bad hangover.
All right, put me in handcuffs.
All right, new topic is.
No, I got one more.
All right, Danny, I'll allow you a joke.
Yay! Thank you, sir. Almighty Elephant Ganasha. Officer, nails might not be essential for you, okay?
New topic is weird commands to teach your dog.
So, Fido, come here. I want you to go next door and bite that furry kid.
Okay, Fido, do my taxes.
Fido, I want you to write jokes for me so I don't look like a moron at that comedy club next month.
Rufus, shit on the carpet. Shit on the carpet, buddy.
Hi.
Britney Spears causing controversy today when she taught her female dog to work.
Bernie Sanders has come under fire for teaching his dog to talk, which was pretty amazing at first. For the only phrase it could say was revealed to be, "I am asking for financial support. Will you help me?"
All right, look, I can't do the tours for the Yellowstone and the Yellowstone property, so I taught my dog. He's going to point, and he will either tell you if it is bark or a roof.
All right, I'll be honest, this lockdown's hit me pretty hard, so I had to teach my dog how to style my hair.
No, don't. I'm very glad you ended that a different way than you did.
Where's the peanut butter boy? Where's the peanut butter boy? Get the peanut butter boy.
Oh no. Send help.
Where's your tail, boy? Where's your tail, boy?
Okay, Fido, do the Harlem Shake.
Alright. Alright, I've always wanted to be able to do this. My dog is in a Beatles cover band. Who does he play? Yoko.
Oh, what a twist!
Probably still better.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a letter from M. Night Shyamalan. He says, nice.
I taught my dog how to mine Bitcoin.
I taught my dog how to give strangers financial advice on the internet. Yeah, for some reason, my dog now has a blog.
I got my dog a self-help book. Now he teaches himself tricks.
You think you could find the next clue, Blue? Go get the clue, boy. We
Where
found
was
a
it?
dead
Oh.
body. I don't know.
Hey, Scoob, would you go get some Scooby snacks? You can do it yourself.
You can rule it, Ralph, you roll.
Okay, boy, where's the woman? Is she in the living room? No. Is she in the front room? No. She's in the kitchen. That's right.
Oh.
All right, new topic
No.
is use this tool to fight your crippling depression.
Do you have crippling depression? Here's a gun. You know what to do.
Okay, I have crippling depression. Hand me the 3/16 ratchet.
I know what you're thinking, being cooped up due to this coronavirus. But trust me, here with a brand new product is Billy Mays here with an auger to help you dig out your garden.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
so I'm here searching for a cane for my crippling depression, so it just becomes depression.
All right.
Hold on, who was that? Who was that?
That was vitamin.
Vitamin A.
Oh, vitamin.
Okay.
Hi, I'm someone, and I'm here to sell you Rogaine for all those people with crippling depression and bad hair. And for our celebrity endorsement, here's Colin Mockery. I'm Colin.
What should I do for my depression? See, r/scenes from a hat always cheers me up.
What shall I do with a depressed teenager? What shall I do with a depressed teenager?
Hey, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like nobody's looking out for me. Come here, boy.
Oh,
That callback.
Man, I just use my tool to help fight my crippling depression. Just fucking jerk her off, man.
New topic is.
very good time to change topic.
New topic is.
Working that hard, well.
Really, I wish I had done it just a little bit sooner. Terrible alternatives to hand sanitizer.
Man, I'm just gonna use this tool here, and
Oh
I'll.
my god.
Dude, that's not hand sanitizer. No wonder my hands have been so slippery while I've been doing this.
Come here, boy. Lick my hands.
I'm gonna stop with dog ones. Or PETA's gonna come breathing down our necks. What do we care? You could distract someone at PETA with a piece of paper that says, please turn over on both sides.
Sir, why are you buying our entire stock of WD-40?
Now this here is a nice blended whiskey, and I found it gets me drunk a lot faster than the alcohol and the hand sanitizer.
Sir, that's not what you're supposed to use that for.
All right, so one good alternative that I've heard for cleaning things up is bleach. Ow, why does it burn so much?
Well, you can't have unsanitized hands if you don't have hands. All right, where's the breath?
I mean, the coronavirus is really just a very, very tiny bug. So give me that off spray.
Well, does anyone know here what goes good with a nice cold Corona? Yeah, Doritos. All right, I'm gonna rub Doritos on my hands.
Oh, that was a good ending too.
I've just been following the 5-second rule. I've just been touching the ground every 5 seconds, and I'm
No, that means the germs are getting to you.
What? No. It takes 5 seconds for no. Trust me.
He's resetting the timer.
Oh, okay.
The germs know the rules.
Ah, shit. We can't touch him, man. It's been 5 seconds.
I mean, you didn't really need to go after that second one, after the second word of that sentence. You could have just left it there.
All
Wait for
right,
it.
new topic is inappropriate ways to rickroll someone.
Ba-dum, 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 dum, dum. Before he passed, Bill recorded this CD. He wanted played at his funeral. We're now going to watch it in his memory. No, copyright. Police have recorded secret dash cam footage from a car accident that killed 3 people.
Oh man, that's fun. Hey, this is the FBI. You have committed copyright infringement. Click on this link to respond. If you're human, don't rickroll me.
My defendant has given full disclosure to show this evidence tape of Norris and Bittaker. Please, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hope that you will find this harrowing.
Oh, and good use of harrowing, man. Oh man.
Breaking news: police have now video has been turned over to the police that may show the location, or the latest location of Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, Bobby, come here. In my living room right here, I actually have some more hand sanitizer and some more of those masks everyone wants to get.
No.
By listening to this sound, you become a public enemy of the FBI.
All right, new topic is
I had 2 more. No, we're good. Let's go. Yeah, I can't
if
keep doing
Disney
that.
sitcom characters were introduced to the MCU.
Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Listen,
Or
Thanos.
any other cinematic universe that starts with M, I think works.
Listen, Thanos. We are willing to trade you any of the members of our team for Spider-Man, except for him. We're never going to give you up. We're never going to let you
Come into this. This is just
Okay.
wow.
I need to break from a moment. Hold on. Wait a minute. I just realized I was going to be like, hold on, I need to break because I have something that is not in a Disney sitcom before remembering that I don't know anyone, like, right off the bat. Dumb person.
Look, I'm Iron Man, okay? Just because these guys are the sweet life of Zach and it's not suit. They don't have suits.
No running in my lobby. Am I right? Hi.
Hey, iCarly, come over here in this in my living room. You can actually be introduced to the members of the MCU. Look here.
No.
Lily, today we're gonna see the doctor who's performing your transplant. It's Thanos. He's gonna remove half of your heart and then put in another half. That was the
Oh,
weakest
hi.
laugh.
Oh, look. Big time rush to the MCU. Damn. What?
Oh man, someone who actually knows the Disney sitcoms. Oh no,
Disney.
she wins.
Yeah, duh. Me looking up Disney sitcoms on Google because I forgot like half of them in my childhood.
Listen, Professor Xavier, you don't want to lead this mission. It's not going to end well. And how do you know that, Mrs. Raven?
Oh my God, shake it up. Wow, MCU. Wow.
Hi, I'm Bill. Hi, I'm Bill Thorne, and this is the story of how I figured out I have dyslexia.
No,
uh,
don't do it.
Iron Man, what are you doing? I understand there's like a war and stuff going on, but this is Shake It Up time. Or am I quoting the wrong show?
Damn. I can't think of anything because I just got here and I don't know what's going on. So.
Real quick, is there anyone in the MCU with telekinetic powers?
Magneto. Wolfman, yes.
Scarlet Witch, okay. Scarlet Witch, thank you for coming to help us. The imagination, we're going to really feng shui the hell out of
Scarlet Witch, you know nothing about Scarlet.
Oh, Thanos, dear, no. My name is Edna Mode. You cannot be wearing that.
No, that suit is flammable.
This really quick aside, but why do flammable and inflammable mean the same thing?
I mean, that is true.
It's
Can I
not.
rip in the
What?
chat?
No.
Wait, hold on, wait. What did you say?
Flammable and inflammable? That's
not the same thing. One means you can
Yes,
catch
they
on
are.
fire, and the other one means you can't.
Yeah, one's an N. You can't say that though. You can't say the N word.
Oh.
Yeah, because I will come to your house and I will find your dad and execute him.
She's gonna execute your dad. I've seen her do it.
Yes.
She's got a lot of extra dads, though. I mean, Santa really hooked her up this year.
You know, all my daddies, you know.
Hold on. What do you mean
saying?
you've seen it? Have you seen her execute my dad?
We don't. Anything that happens here stays here, okay?
Alright, this new prompt does not come from our slash scenes from a hat.
Okay.
Inappropriate time to quote famous songs.
To quote who?
Inappropriate time to quote famous songs. This is from Dale.
Well, Grandpa, it's never a right time to say goodbye because you're dying.
Oh, man.
Well, I understand that you've just, gotten convicted of murder in multiple degrees, but look, there will be an answer. Let it be.
Okay, Dad, I know that you're in your deathbed and everything, but you finally get a chance through my phone right here to see your grandson for the first time.
Oh, I've fallen and I can't get up. Okay, we'll put you on hold. And we're lying on the cold hard ground.
I'm too nervous. I don't think I can do it. Listen, son, I was told some wise words. You can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
Leave your friends behind.
And if they don't dance, and they're no friends of mine.
We can go if we want to.
Quick sidebar here. Has anybody ever played World of Warcraft and do the safety dance like in fucking Naxxramas?
Of
No?
course I did.
All right.
Well,
Yes.
I know that you're literally being held at gunpoint, but always look on the bright side of life. always come around.
Oh yeah.
Look.
The new virus. It's the end of the world as we know it.
So,
All right.
so my girlfriend lost her voice, so I told her to shush and not move her lips and just do the talking with her hips.
Hey!
Yes, fam. Yes. You tell
All right,
her.
we are in the largest COVID-19 morgue, and coworkers just keep playing the song over and over again.
For Donald Trump.
Oh, it's because of. I actually have an insider scoop as to why they're playing that. There's currently an earthquake happening there.
That too. Them.
Look, as
Son,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
As your daughter's third grade teacher, I know you named her after a soft, innocent flower, but how do I put this? Every rose has thorns.
All right, kids, I know that this is the first time we've really left Nevada, but your mother would have wanted us to bring her home. So let's at least turn on the radio while we're driving here. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Oh, let's turn that off.
I'm getting real tired. Maybe we should stop for the night.
Tired?
All right. I'm currently standing here next to a bomb that needs to be defused. What's your advice, Mr. McCartney? Just let it be.
Just let it be.
Wait. You're telling me that the coronavirus is now airborne? Because I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Oh, Lord.
Bum, 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 bum.
You know, for a server that's not supposed to be musical and all, this sounds like a very good setting for a certain game that shall not be mentioned. Just saying.
Not if they're following the rules.
Well.
And in other news, the virus has become airborne as we cut to a quick montage of how that happens. I wanna fly like an eagle.
No. Sir, that's the wrong song. And Yakety Sax begins to play.
So the heart transplant went well. Your heart will go on. And on. And on.
Doctor, I don't know why you have that MP3 player to tell us that news.
Mr. Death Row inmate, the anesthetic has been pushed. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is finished? I have become comfortably.
Sorry, we're having a shortage of petroleum in this part of the country. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Nice.
Interesting fact. The third thing listed in that song is that which I'm the third. Jabba Jabba Zabba.
All right. Okay.
Okay. What's your favorite letter? The shape of you?
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. We've got a number 3 up for Mr. John Lennon. John Lennon, your ticket is number 9. Number 9.
Okay.
Okay, so
We'll all just be sitting here waiting.
Okay, now Trump, we need you to sit down. We found the best way to do this. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill.
I can't breathe. Ew.
Okay, so Mr. Defendant, do you have anything to say about these drug charges against you?
Make me feel so high.
Now,
Mr. President, we have to call the National Guard. Why call the National Guard when you can call the Metal Militia?
Well, sir, it appears that your dogs have bitten 6 people in the surrounding neighborhood. Do you have any sort of plan on keeping them contained? Who let the dogs out?
So everything
I
caught
feel
on
like we should
fire
just
in the
make
truck
this
accident.
fun.
We're on the highway to
What, sir, where am I? You were just in a very bad car accident. Where are we? And he's buying the stairway to heaven.
Man. Man, I think I'm finally recovering from multiple personality disorder. Hey, me, it's me again.
Dad, I can't fall asleep. Well, you already know where this is going.
No.
All right, James, come on in. Just like Anderson, man. Great. Now I won't sleep for 3 years.
All right,
Oh.
new topic is.
I had one more, but okay, I'm gonna go on. It was gonna be fucked up, but anyway, go on.
The new
You mean
topic is
messed
the
up.
wrong way to eat a Reese's.
God,
That's
you
it.
believe the freaking
Hold
mouths on some of the people in here.
Hey.
I have one more I'd like to do before we move on.
Too late.
Too late.
62 late.
Boo.
Wrong way to eat a Reese's?
Well, I gotta microwave this Reese's.
Hey, where's that dog from 3 prompts ago? Anyone?
I don't know because I wasn't here, but it must seem funny. Ah ha ha ha.
The wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
What? Okay. My dog is bringing me some chocolate over here. Oh, it looks like it's some Reese's. Let me see.
Oh.
All right, you ready, Jeff? Yeah. Paul?
Yeah.
Keep pushing. It's a Reese's.
Man, have you been-
Doctor, don't make fun of me for this.
Oh, man. Yes, I had him with liver beans and a nice Chianti. His name was Reese.
Oh my god, not from that show. Don't.
That's not a show. That's a movie called
Listen.
That was my best Jodie Foster impression.
Don't do that in my ear.
Hi, welcome to Willy Wonka, and I'm from the Chocolate Factory. No, don't eat those eggs. They may be Reese's eggs. They have real ducks inside them.
I'm sorry, we don't have the camera for the colonoscopy, so I guess we're gonna have to use a Reese's. So open up.
I'm pretty sure my sphincters don't work that way, sir.
Well, you got taste receptors there, so you're gonna have to taste chocolate. So
Tastes like shit.
literally.
Okay, PSA. Without poking the middle.
Oh, but if you poke the middle and you get it all out, it's kind of a dope little ring.
Lit. Will you marry me?
The chocolate is
I
just
do.
for show. Nobody actually eats the shells, right?
You eat
What?
candy with this like the skin on or off?
It's like a
Wait a minute.
kiwi. I prefer
I
to
didn't
eat a
know Reese's
kiwi
had
with the
skin.
skin on, just like I prefer to eat the Reese's with the foil on.
Dang it, that was the joke I was about to make.
Balut.
Hold on, what do you mean that the candy isn't actually orange with the name written on it? You're telling me that's just a wrapper?
Oh my god, Eminem. Woo.
All right, kids, come on out. I made your favorite fried Reese's eggs and bacon. Here we go.
That actually wouldn't taste bad. I would eat it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. Say I won't.
You won't.
Oh yes, I finally got my Reese's in here today. Let's see. Okay, yep, that's my patch for my tongue.
Oh.
I've got the IV with the Reese's in them hooked up to my arm. It's wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, I would. Sir, what would you like your drink garnished with?
Oh, that's a good one.
New from Hershey's, the Reese's Suppository.
I mean, I'm allergic to peanut butter, but my favorite candy is Reese's. So time to die.
All right,
just-
new prompt is
According to doctors, eating them at all is the best.
Reese's is now
things-
available in an easy to swallow pill form.
New prompt is unusual things children were taught during homeschool.
Okay, and if someone breaks into the school, you shoot them because this is America.
Best civics class ever.
All right, one thing that I really learned is that when a dog brings you some chocolates, you eat them.
Oh God.
Okay, hi everyone, welcome to homeschool. This is our first class of the semester, and it's called How Not to Be a Simp.
What's the Second Amendment?
Okay, kids, take out your guns and shoot yourselves.
Mom,
Sarah,
why?
It got dark.
If these vaccines actually did anything, we wouldn't have this epidemic.
You see, all right, kids. You see, if this cyanide actually did something,
Okay, hi. My name is Bill Cosby. Everybody, take out your pills and Stephen Curry it into someone else's drink, and you'll be having a sex toy in 5 minutes.
Hey.
Hey, listen.
All right, guys, I know normally mom teaches you, but you got dad today. All right, here we go. We got Chinese accents 101. Here we
Oh
go.
God, ew.
Oh, okay, open up your books very slowly.
Okay, okay, son. First thing that I'm going to teach you is the physical representation of sex ed.
No, I hope not.
Learning by experience.
so please, all right, everyone, pick a buddy. This is Alabama, so that's just fine.
What?
Dad, there's only 2 of us.
Exactly.
Okay, kids. Today we're gonna learn the wrong way to eat a Reese's.
All right, kids.
This man
I get
might-
welcome to Rickroll class. Our first one today.
Welcome to depression class. Karen, why did you leave me?
Oh shit.
She wanted to speak to a manager.
That's
Oh.
I want to speak to your manager.
Can I?
Okay, son. Well, if you're going to be blasting out rock music, I may as well teach you the inappropriate times in which you should be doing so.
All right.
funny.
Where do we start? First of all, when your teacher was sleeping.
All right, kids. First day of homeschool here. First class. It's called Becoming Autistic 101.
Oh my.
I've
No,
no,
no, no.
New topic is
Oh,
what
I had
the
one.
other. This happens every time.
Every time.
No, but you are the deity, and you said it's time for the next prompt, and I'm not getting squashed by an elephant foot. So I heard you can be.
Alright.
I don't want
I
that.
cut
What the
myself.
other 3 horsemen are planning for 2020.
Man, it's going to be very hard to top Pestilence with his damn coronavirus.
Well, I'm the horseman of stupidity, and I'm gonna have Trump elected to a second term. Sir, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be okay with that. But then we're going to take away the term and give him alcohol.
Oh.
Well, what are you thinking for the next problem, War? Well, I was thinking about going a bit unconventional since Pestilence is doing so well. I think I'm just going to have a big Fortnite tournament.
Oh God.
I'm the horseman of chaos, and seems like I'm quitting. Later.
You know what? Since everybody misses school and misses going to work, just let them come out. Let them come out. What's the worst thing that go wrong? More people die and chaos happens.
You know,
That shit.
honestly, this must be an awful time to be gay and wanting to come out because you're not come out anymore. You're supposed to stay in.
Hey guys, Horseman of Toothpaste here. All right, so I'm thinking we make all of them sort of run out and have to like twist it and then kind of push it into the very end of the toothpaste to get some of it out.
True.
I'm the horseman of mustard, and I think we should just replace all the fillings of chocolate bars with mustard.
Ugh. Ugh.
All right, so since Horseman of Pestilence is doing so well with the COVID-19 stuff, what do you think you're going to do, War? Well, actually, that was me. Believe it or not, the stupid humans interpreted the COVID-19 as being something deadly, but it's just air. They're stupid enough that they're actually fighting over it now.
I'm the newly hired horseman of car trouble, and you can see where this is going.
Break it down.
I'm the horseman of dubstep, and let's bring it up.
I am the horseman of demons. I'm gonna be in every single horror movie, and all the girls that come in with Ouija boards are going to get crazy.
All right, War.
Well, that sentence.
War, you can, every time we get a chance, you've done some really good stuff in the past with the Crucible and the World Wars. But every once in a while, you kind of skimp out. You remember the time that you were a physical representation of yourself and your finishing move was the Brain Buster? Can't have that again.
Hey,
For
Famine.
those of y'all who don't understand, Arn Anderson was one of the 4 horsemen in wrestling, and that was his finishing move.
Oh yeah.
And that was way too deep for all you youngins.
No, it's easy. I knew it.
say Famine?
Hey, Famine. What if you did a toilet paper shortage?
Whoa.
Yeah, see, the thing is, people don't eat toilet paper.
It's not for eating, you dimwit.
Oh, fuck,
Everybody
what?
shut up. The main man is coming out. He's going to tell us all what to do.
Why are we all Kermit the Frog?
What? Sesame Street.
All right, new topic is, and this is the final topic before I move on to a new game or something. The U.S. coronavirus response if Trump had been patient zero. Sorry, did you guys hear that?
No.
The U.S.
We all said it
coronavirus
once.
response if Trump had been patient zero.
Hey!
Patient
You're all
zero.
gonna want this. This is gonna make everybody huge, everyone famous. Your hands are gonna be the biggest. Your skin is gonna be the most perfect shade of orange. Everyone's gonna love Father and love you.
So basically Viagra, okay.
So, Mr. Trump, how does universal healthcare sound now?
It was
The United States now, the president signing an executive order that gatherings of 5,000 people per day are required in major cities.
Mr. Trump has signed an executive order now says that the only gatherings of that type are only to be Trump rallies. If they are hosted by anyone else, they will be shot.
the
The
reason.
president said, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, the president said since there is a shortage of toilet paper, you know why? Because Trump wanted all the toilet paper to make it into money to wipe his ass.
Now, the reason that everyone in America has this virus is because if you look at footage of my inauguration, obviously it was the biggest inauguration of all time. Literally everyone in America was there. We all gave it to each other. I'm the most liked, most well-voted president of all time. You're welcome.
I've caused the greatest pandemic in the history of the world. Barack Obama's pandemics came nothing close, nor the crooked Hillary's. I am the greatest, and I'm the one who succeeded. Honestly, we need to see what Hillary's email pandemics were. It seems like some healing-related emails may have been sent. And I want to see Obama's birth certificate for his disease. It seems like it didn't even come from Earth.
And unofficial dubbing of this disease by citizens is now the orange fever.
Hey, we're here in the South, and some people are calling it Jesus being right.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
As
As
apparently,
orange fever starts to spread now internationally and in China, they are beginning to call the mixing of orange fever and yellow fever red fever.
Oh my
I
god,
think that's
Native
wrong.
Americans, no. No.
Mr. Trump, we see that a lot of people are also becoming orange, and you are becoming more red. Is an appropriate name for this the turning Russian virus?
Oh.
Communism will never be in this country. I can promise you that.
Obama, since he's black, he's spreading the coronavirus to everyone. He's the worst president, and he's the best
That's not
virus
true.
spreader.
That's not true.
You know that. You know that he's the worst virus spreader. He is the best virus spreader, but the worst president. Amen.
I'm Joe. What's my last name again?
Joe Rogan?
Biden. Yeah, that's my last
Biden.
name.
I said Rogan.
And this virus, it's the progress has been nothing
Let's
but
say
amazing. I mean, I just I want to see how it progresses, especially for the scientists.
For Joe Rogan.
For Joe.
In other news, a brand new virus stemming from the White House. Main symptoms include having constant diarrhea and requiring tanning.
Ugh.
Okay, so President Trump, we all know that you're patient zero, but you keep putting the blame on something else. What is that you're putting the blame on?
China.
China.
China. Eat.
Now, people are obviously wrong. They're calling me patient zero, but obviously you have to start somewhere. I'm actually patient one. I don't know.
As they say, lose the zero, get with the hero. Am I right? Am I right? I'm dying, but am
Trust
I
me,
right?
they are calling Donald Trump patient zero. But trust me, he is not patient zero. He is patient one, and he is part of the 1% of the people in the United States who have
Number
contracted the
one.
virus.
Number one, greatest coronavirus. I coughed 3 times, almost died. Doesn't matter. Greatest virus ever. The world hasn't seen the stats.
New game?
Yeah.
What's our new game?
I don't know. Tell us.
It's up to you.
Or use the bot.
We could do the debate extreme.
He sounds like he's holding a Game Boy Advance with Pokemon Red in it.
Oh my god.
Change.
I miss that game.
Like the new game.
It's change.
Oh, it sounds like he's holding an original Game Boy with a copy of Pokemon Red in it.
Correct.
Change.
It sounds like he's holding a twig and trying to throw it at a beehive.
Change.
Okay, so who's playing this round of change?
I would like to call change. It brings great joy upon my house.
How does change work?
I will forego going until I can be the person that says change.
Okay, I would like to trade spots with Wolfman.
Okay, I will be the person saying change.
Okay.
And I will be in the game.
Someone doesn't know how change work. Please explain.
What you do is you take $1, but you give it to them, and it's too much. So what they do is they give you these coins and oh, that's something else.
No, not
Man,
that
it
type of
used to
change,
be.
You dingo dog.
Basically, a few of us will be acting out a scene, usually around 3 or 4. One of us will be saying the word change. Anyone who gets their line cut off with the word change must re-say their line and change something. Pretty simple, but you'd be surprised how good it is.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Change.
Also, just a quick sidebar there. It used to be, you can keep the change, but now it's, can you keep the change? Sorry. So
Okay, so who's playing?
Me.
And now, me.
I'll play.
I
I'll
am
be the
the
third.
I am the change man.
Okay, so we got Clown, me, and Somewhere Man in the scene, and Wolfman's calling change.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, copyright.
Are we setting a scene?
No, just get into it.
Yes, we need a scene.
We need
Mean
a scene.
Elephant, what is our scene?
Danny,
You are at a campfire. You're all around the campfire. You've had a long day of hiking.
right.
Man, this is a pathetic fire.
Yeah, it is. I hate
Who wants s'mores?
Not me.
I'm allergic to every single thing
Change.
that's on there. I love it.
Change.
I'm gonna go sleep in the tent.
Alright, while we make s'mores, I'm going to get on my guitar and start playing Wonderwall.
Change.
Okay, just
While we play guitar, I'm going to pull out a piano and start playing Fairly.
piano. When did you? How the hell did you log a whole big piano here?
Unfortunately, I would have brought my guitar, but it seems like I was coerced by some outside force to change it.
Okay. Well, okay, since you're listening to your demons, I'm gonna go sleep in the tent so I don't hear them.
Change.
Okay, I just want to stay here. I like listening to demons. They're my favorite boy band. You know, the demons, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna stargaze.
Change.
I'm gonna sit on my phone and try to find the 5G network.
Change.
I'm going to set up a tripod and put a gun on it and try to break my distance record over there.
Okay, fine, just don't shoot anyone. Just be sure not to shoot.
That's the best part.
Yeah, no, I don't like murderers, so can you just not?
Change.
Yeah, sure. I mean, hey, COVID-19's already killing people, so might as well just kill a few more.
Bit of a problem. Our tent just collapsed.
Oh!
Guys, our tent is fine. There's no reason to be worried.
Oh,
That
cool.
sounds like a suspiciously specific denial there.
Did you do this?
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
No.
Check. Change.
Yeah.
Hand me my pistol.
Okay,
No.
Thank you.
sure. Yes,
Rob,
you're welcome.
Rob, why are you pointing it at me?
Because I'm
you
sick
need
and
to
tired.
die.
Rob, why are you pointing it at Steve?
Hey, I'm Steve.
Because he quit Blue's Clues.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Because he stole my Bitcoin.
How do you
Okay,
steal
that's
something
very
that
reasonable.
isn't
Shoot
even-
him.
He took my
no.
physical wallet.
Oh,
Not
that's bad. But I mean, there's no reason to hold him up at gunpoint.
Change.
Your wallet. I mean, it's completely reasonable to hold him up at gunpoint and demand it back. It is your property.
Why aren't you saying anything, Steve?
Because.
Change.
Because you have a gun in my face.
Change.
Because I like guns.
Change.
Because I like you.
Is that why you stole my Bitcoin in a desperate ploy to get with me?
Yes.
Steve,
I
since
want
when
to
have you been
sleep.
getting hormone
See,
replacements?
listen, you gotta listen what Steve's saying, because he only has the truth.
Well,
He's saving
Steve,
us too.
I'm sorry to say it didn't work.
Change.
Steve, how did you know?
Change.
Steve, you're so romantic.
Aw, that's so sweet. Now go kiss each other.
Okay, I'm gonna break up this and offer everyone a nice sandwich.
Change.
I'm gonna break this up and offer everyone a nice s'more.
Change.
I'm gonna break this up and kill everyone here with
Change.
I'm going to break this up and give you all affection.
Hey, is that
I don't-
Bigfoot?
Oh,
No, it's
oh my
small
God.
hand.
Oh, it's small hand. Nah, never mind. We don't need to take a picture of that.
Change.
Oh, look at that. Is that my mom? Mom, why are you here? In the woods. They thought you were Bigfoot. Shave everywhere. Like, I told you to shave like 5 times and you didn't, but you're not listening to me. It's fine. Don't worry, it's my mom.
Would you guys like to play a rousing round of a game?
Rousing.
As long as it's
Arousing?
not hoedown.
As long as it's not arousing to me.
Not that kind of rousing.
Oh, okay.
What
Just
game
as
did
long
you-
as I don't take my clothes off.
What game did you have in mind?
Maybe Uno?
Change.
Monopoly.
Change.
Games based off of the old TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, I love that show.
How about
Change.
this?
It's not like we're on it. I hate that show. It disgusts me.
How about we play chess instead? Oh.
Thank you for.
I went hard.
Dude, I was laughing. I was laughing too hard.
That was so good.
When I saw someone, I'm going to start as Chase. I mean, change.
I like how there were more screw ups with the word change than
Yes,
there were
than
with
there
them
were in the
actually
actual
changing
scene.
their things.
Now, I've got to say this.
Can I say change?
Of all the games of change that we have ever played, I have never heard more quick responses to change on a
Yeah,
consistent.
that was great. That was
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Sorry, I tried to like change, and then kind of keep it going, and then kind of just keep steering it away.
Oh, and then there was one where people were expecting change and you didn't, and that was
Like
the
that became the
best
thing.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Yeah.
it. But,
When I was asked by Clown, like, are you sure? And I said no. I did that for the to screw everything up because I knew you're gonna want to say change there.
are you sure? No.
Okay, so who else? Who has not played?
I haven't
Danny
played.
has not played. Mean Elephant has not played. Vitamin A
And
Bullet
I
has
have a
not played.
scene. I have a scene I'd like to propose.
Who's
Okay.
saying change? Because I do, but Somewhere Man wanted to, so.
Somewhere, man. You want to call change?
Sure.
And then I'll
Danny,
do
what's
it
your
after.
scene?
Charged with transporting a wayward turtle to the ocean with no gear or tools across a field of hungry alligators.
Wait, just to the ocean, not across it?
No, just to the ocean. The turtle should take over.
Okay.
All right, Big Turtle, I guess I'm going to try to pick you up.
Change.
All right, Big Turtle, I guess I'm going to just ignore you.
I mean, it was doing a good enough job of trying to ignore us. Damn turtles. They never appreciate what we're trying to do for them.
Yeah, all green and stuff. Pff, what do they think they are? Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's racist. Sorry.
Yeah, don't be racist. Any turtle can grow up to be a ninja.
Change.
Green lives matter too.
Change.
Yeah.
Green lives don't really matter that much, but I'm not really racist.
Change.
You know what? Screw it. Green lives suck.
Okay, how are we going to get this turtle past these alligators to the ocean?
Probably very slowly.
Okay, so how are we going to get these alligators away from our way so that they don't eat us?
Well, whatever process it is, it'll probably be very slow because of how slow turtles are in general and how heavy they are.
Is there any way we can make it move faster? Either by, I don't know, by threatening his family.
I mean, we're not really the mafia, but maybe. I guess we could see if it works.
Would this gun help or no?
It might. Let's see what happens. Turtle, move your ass.
Change.
Let's see. Turtle, can you hear us? Can you hear us if we knock on your shell with this gun? No?
Change.
No? Well, that's one less alligator.
That
Well,
works.
Ah.
I mean, I did say earlier that green lives don't really matter, so, you know, I don't care.
What about red lives? Because that's what it feels like he has now.
Nice.
Well, I mean, that is quite unfortunate, really, but...
Okay, are you guys going to eat this alligator? Okay. All right. Are you guys going to eat that alligator?
Change.
Are we going to eat this turtle?
Change.
Are we going to eat the ocean?
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a very good plan. I mean, there's not enough salt in our bodies, I'm sure. We should definitely try to do that. That sounds like an excellent idea.
I don't think we'd ever go hungry. The ocean's so vast.
Yeah. It sounds like the perfect plan. We'll never be thirsty either because there's water in it too.
Perfect. And we're mostly made of water, so that works out real well.
Wait, if we're made of water and I'm thirsty,
can we drink ourselves?
Change.
Can we evaporate?
Change. Make a different noise.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Water.
All right, well, while that guy is getting off to the ocean, I'm going to go ahead and try to push this turtle with this stick. Maybe that'll help us.
Change.
All right, well, while he's randomly making noises because he wants to, I'm actually going to continue to do nothing because that's what I've been doing since the beginning of the game.
do you want to borrow my gun?
Change.
Do you want to borrow the stick?
Change.
Do you want to borrow my pants?
The answer is yes.
Change.
The answer is no.
Change.
The answer, actually, to be quite frank with you, I can't do math well enough, so I actually don't know what the answer is.
Look, do you want my pants or not? Seems pretty simple.
No, that I don't know. That's the problem, is that it's too complicated of a question.
Well, I'm going to take my pants off and you tell me how you feel, alright?
Change.
I'm going to take my pants off and we'll just see how it alters the mood.
Alright, well, I'm enjoying it so far, so I guess that there's accomplishment there.
All right. While we were talking, I put the turtle on a skateboard and kicked him, and he's now at the ocean.
Oh, yeah, talking. Yep.
Wait, isn't that surfing?
Are your pants off?
Change.
No.
I think I need to give you your gun back so that it may cover part of you.
Change.
I think I need to give you your skateboard back, but it went with the turtle to the ocean.
I think that's called surfing.
Look, I wouldn't have taken my pants off if I wasn't proud of it. I don't need to cover up.
You should be proud. Good for you.
Change.
You shouldn't be as proud as you think you should be. You have room for improvement.
Yeah, what he said.
I mean, you know what? That's uncalled for, right?
Change.
You know what? I'm a working professional, okay? My appearance is everything.
Yep.
I was crying the whole time.
That was great.
I was crying the whole time. I couldn't breathe. Like, you guys are so funny.
So, Clown, you want to call change for this one? I could be in this scene.
Me, yeah.
All right,
Sure.
Clown wants to call change. I'll be in the scene. Who else?
I'll be in the scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else?
We need a third.
I'll be a third if nobody else is.
All right.
Yes.
All right. If you're not me, Vitamin A, or Danny, or Clown, mute yourself. We need a scene, though. Mean Elephant, what is our scene?
It's always up to him.
I forgot I was muted. You guys are performing for your big act. This is the show you're putting on to save the farm. So you're rehearsing your big act.
Okay.
Okay, to save the what?
Farm.
Okay, the farm. Okay. All right. Guys, this is our chance. What do we got? What do we got? We got to save the farm here, guys.
Amaya he, Amaya ha, Amaya ha. Dun 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum.
Are you sure we should be going? Are we should be going with World 1 or should we with World 2? I mean,
Change.
should we be going with World 1 Mario or should we be going with World 1 Metroid?
Well, typically that song always is in Castlevania, so I like Castlevania. I think that's a good fit for our act.
Yeah, especially because we use whips all the time.
Change.
Do we have the?
Yeah, especially because we like to offer up virgin sacrifices and drink blood.
Change.
Yeah, especially because we're just a regular bunch of guys.
Except.
And please don't change this one.
Why don't we just do something simple like juggling instead of violating copyright?
Yeah, gravitational movement sounds very, very simple to me.
Yeah, the moon does it all the time.
Yeah. Did you know that you can even measure the moon's effect on things' weight?
Change.
Did you know that you could take the milk truck that we have behind the shed and grab it into a wall and it would look funny?
I mean, I've heard that before from a CNN article, but I never really knew if that was ever actually true.
Why don't we do that? We do a demolition derby with a bunch of the farm equipment we're not using anymore.
Change.
I mean, that's
Why don't we do that? We hold like a half marathon. We put bottles of water out every so often, and the winner gets a cut of the entry fee, and we use the rest of the entry fee to save the farm.
Using farm equipment in our act is probably a good idea. Why don't we set up like a really cool obstacle course where we got to do whip around parking using farm equipment into designated small, tiny spaces? People would love that shit.
Change.
We could use farming equipment as obstacles for horses and dogs to run around and jump over and score it for points.
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect idea. I love farming equipment. This box over here, for example, looks like the perfect fit. This cardboard box, which is clearly farming equipment.
Why is it marked coronavirus?
Change.
Why is Mark in there? Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hey, our in-laws are calling. What do we tell them about the farm?
We tell them, just don't worry about it. Just go away, go elsewhere, okay? We say, you know what? Screw yourself. We don't need you in our lives.
Hey, Mrs. Smith, Mr. Smith, screw you. We don't need you in our lives. I don't care if it is your farm.
While we're writing letters, we might as well Santa and ask him to help save our farm.
Change.
While we're writing letters, we should write one to our governor saying for us to lose our farm. You suck at your job. You owe us money.
Well, I told our in-laws what you said, and they're going to evict us.
Change.
I told our in-laws what you said, and surprisingly, Mrs. Smith completely agreed and called Mr. Smith a cheating bastard.
Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew it the whole time. I was there at the last... you know what? I never knew that. That was actually completely terrible advice that I gave you, but hey, at least it worked out.
Acceptable.
I thought I recognized him in that Pornhub video.
Change.
Damn it. I thought I recognized him in the background of every important moment of my life montage.
Felt that.
Hey, what if we set up something in the hay baler and people could throw their childhood bullies into it?
Change.
That sounds like...
What if we set up an ice cream stand, except that like 3% of the ice cream things have hot sauce in them, like the really hot stuff, and it's kind of like Russian roulette trying to figure out which one has the hot one.
Child abuse.
I like child abuse.
Change.
I don't like child abuse.
Correct. Anyway.
All right, so we've got our meal option where we give people possibly hot sauce ice cream, and we've got our entertainment, the dogs and horses jumping over farm equipment. If we really,
hey, it's me, the manager of the guy who owns the company for dogs that jump over horse equipment.
Change.
Hey, I'm just John. I work here. You guys need help with anything?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how we're going to save the farm.
Oh, geez. Good luck with that. I'll see y'all later.
Bye,
Well,
John.
that was a quick intro and outro right there. He should be a YouTuber.
Change.
Well, that was a quick intro and outro right there. He is probably not very good in bed.
Hey, I fucking heard that, all right? I'm still within earshot.
Change.
Hey, I barely heard you guys whispering over here. Is there something you still need help with?
Yes,
Well,
we're trying to find a
certainly
good
not-
divorce lawyer for Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I know a good guy. His name is Don Law.
Change.
I know the worst lawyer in town, Saul Goodman.
I would have went with blah blah blah, but okay.
Change.
I would have went with me because I am stupid and I don't like lawyers.
Why doesn't she just represent herself pro se?
Hi, it's me, herself pro se. Attorney at law.
No.
Can someone help me get on the back of this horse? I'm kind of bored over here.
Yeah,
Change.
sure, let's write another scene. We're pretty unnecessary.
Could somebody help me on the back of this dog? I'm having a lot of fun over here.
Ooh, is that one of those Russian dogs that hunts bears and is like 6 feet tall?
Oh,
Yes.
chocolate.
Oh God, no.
Change.
Oh, that's definitely not chocolate.
No, actually, it is chocolate.
Oh, okay. Is it Reese's?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is it Snickers?
Yes.
You'd be amazed at the stuff I taught my dog during the corona.
All right, guys, I'm going to ride off on this dog into the sunset. Bye.
That dog has incredibly solid backbone structure.
Change.
That dog's tail moves in a really weird fashion.
You know, I
could
do
power-
agree with you, but the thing that's, actually on his back is pretty impressive too.
Change.
Okay, that's pretty interesting what you said there. But I actually, at this point, I already forgot, so I can't make an appropriate response to it because I am just that stupid.
That dog was such a cutie.
I know. It's nothing compared to a Margot, though.
Yeah.
Oh. He said divorce papers.
Like, the thing is, though, once Margot is mentioned, there's no topping that. So the scene is pretty much over.
Yep.
Yep.
He said divorce papers.
Sorry, that was really funny.
I like
Yeah.
toppings, especially on my Reese's cups.
Yeah, I felt that.
Mean Elephant, that was... I know that... I'm not trying to slight Wolfman Hot Dog on this, but that was a great entrance.
Thank you.
He wants your
I
date.
actually loved it. I loved it. A round of applause for him.
And
Give him a
for
round of
Wolfman
applause.
for
How much
coming
is a
in
round of applause and points?
as John.
As John.
Boy, can you give it in
John.
Morse code?
Hi, I'm John.
Hey, I'm John. John just rode away in a horse.
So, let's do that debate game that Danny was talking about last week.
Yes, let's
Oh
do it.
God, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
let's-
Elephant, you weren't here for this, so Danny, would you mind giving
Explain.
a recap?
Okay, this worked so well last week. So we've got two sides. We've got a debate, and they are going to talk about each other. They're going to talk about themselves. They're going to talk about good points. They're going to talk about bad points. What we're going to try to do is make it funny. The way it works is you've got a group of equal member characters on both sides. You have a moderator. The moderator will ask questions pretty much the same questions to both sides, but he'll give them an opportunity to answer. He'll moderate the debate. But here's the thing, he's got a special power. It's kind of like change. He can ask any answer to be reworded, but in the spirit of change, it doesn't need to be reworded. It needs to be changed completely, entirely. It has to be something totally different, and it has to be as wayward backward as possible.
So, sorry, quick interjection. So instead of saying change that the moderator does, what would they say in order to Have the person change what they're saying.
Like come again, like that, or like say that again.
You could, if that's the that could be the moderator.
Or like, would you mind repeating that?
That
Like I didn't hear
exactly.
you.
That's a good one. Those are good ones, actually. So now, when I was doing this last week, one of the things I would do is if somebody said, "Oh, the people wanted this a certain way," I would go, "Oh, I'm sorry. How else could the people want it?" And it'd be like, "Okay, not only do they want to save plant life, but they endorse murder or whatever." Like it's when any point is brought up, there's that whole you
All
got.
right, let's roll the tape of you saying this last night.
Remember,
Can I,
Jerry.
What's
Danny,
this game called again?
the debate extreme? I think.
Master
Yes.
debater.
No.
Danny, can I suggest that we? Can I suggest a 1v1 with me and Clown since we played this last week?
Let's do this. All right.
Okay. What team am I on? The blue or red?
Your choice.
Purple.
Purple. No. I
Okay,
picked
so-
red this time.
Now here's the
Okay, blue
thing.
last time.
The debate topic is discussed in advance, and then from the moment of the debate going forward, there's really no predetermined discussion. It's really, but we do need a topic going into advance. So what about
Anything but coronavirus. Anything
Yes,
but
yes,
coronavirus.
yes.
Yeah, we did Corona last week.
Yeah, we'll say that. And yeah, it actually went really well last week. But how about whether or not the Foot Clan was a good thing? I don't know.
The Foot Clan.
What's the
Somebody-
Foot Clan?
From the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was
Somebody
the Shredder's group.
Yeah, somebody said purple, and it made me think of the Foot Clan. Or-
Donatello. Hey.
Or how about the two sides of the debate are what is the proper size for an evil empire?
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something else. Thank you.
I would actually suggest the Foot Clan thing because if I could be the pro Foot Clan, I think I could go places with
I
that.
go for murder.
At some point, I think it would be cool if we had a debate where one side was defending Dr. Jekyll and the other Mr. Hyde.
That could be the next one. That sounds
That
awesome.
would be cool. That
So
would
we're
be
doing
cool. I
the
like
which one?
So currently we're doing, I guess, whether or not the Foot Clan is a proper means of terrorizing a city.
defense. Oh.
Now, granted, boobies, you do need to know the general.
Yeah, I would be lost. I have no idea what the Foot Clan even. I'm very.
It's more or less what it sounds like.
I'm not up on TNMT fan lore.
They go
I
around.
kind of know.
They
I
go
kind
around
of know
kicking
what I
ass on behalf of Shredder. Hence, Foot, and
Oh, you mean like Ninja Turtles?
yes, they are the
The
Foot
Foot Clan
soldiers.
is the Ninja Turtles.
Yes, they are
Teenage Mutant Snapping Turtles. Yeah.
right.
Snap
So
turtle.
do you think, and that's really all. Generally, that's all they are. So do you think you'd be able to debate your point?
Probably yes, because I will be
All
on
right.
the red side.
All right. So if y'all don't mind, I can moderate this one as an example, and then for the next round. Sound good?
You can
Mhm.
set me as an example because I already know this.
Awesome. All right. And somebody had the idea that we should use for the next one. Write it in the game room chat because I don't want to forget it. That was a good one.
Okay.
Thank you, VAB. All right. And
I
if
don't
we
know if
are,
I spelled it right.
that'll work. All right, everybody ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in mythical, hypothetical New York City. You can see the Statue of Liberty here in the street, even though it's supposed to be on an island far away from us. And we are having a discussion. You see, we've been terrorized lately, and some people don't like it. And there's really one guy you can imagine is the leader of the corporation, who thinks it's a great idea. And we have a representative of both parties here to argue today. We've got the red corner. She says no, the Foot Clan should not be in existence. Everybody welcome Boobies the Clown.
Hi. I am a clown. Don't be alarmed because not it. I won't eat Georgie or your children. Okay. Hi. I think they are a nuisance and they should be swept off the street.
All right. We thank you, clown. And now for the members in the audience who have a phobia of clowns, none we can do. Here in the blue corner, we've got a representative of Team Foot Clan. Hashtag Purple Bombers. Everybody, introduce to you, AKA Thanos.
Good evening, everyone. I have nothing witty to say.
All right, nothing good. Like the Foot Clan, nothing.
Yes, and
So
I agree
that-
with that.
So to lay the groundwork, why don't we ask you first the purpose, the reason for the existence of the T? Can you tell us and explain to us a little bit why the Foot Clan? Just why the Foot Clan?
Well, you see, the Foot Clan was done because Shredder can't do everything himself. He has to bring order and prosperity to the streets of the city, and he's doing it the only way he knows how. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, he can't be in 1,000 different places at once. So he has to contract it out to, 1099 employees and various other people who carry out his orders. It's a bit of a hierarchy kind of a structure, and it's to maximize effectiveness over time, basically. It's a way to get things done in numerous places in the quickest time possible.
All right, I like that answer. It sounds like a multi-level.
Yes.
And so, Red Corner, yeah, you are here today because you feel it is very wrong. And I'm using your words because you just spoke them. So, what is your fundamental opposition to these purple predators?
To be honest, I really don't like them. Think about your children, people. Think about if you see people flying throughout things and flipping and stuff and killing people. Come on, killing people isn't right. We have to keep our kids in a very safe environment, you know? And killing people isn't the right way to do it throughout the town. And I think children shouldn't be raised throughout killings because that can make more killers, and that would be really bad for our community.
All right. So now that we have our initial stances in place, I'll pose the question to Red first because I want to hear the response from Blue. So the question I have for you, Red, is, and we have to look at it from the side of his point is right. Shredder can't be in more than one place at once unless you are talking going back in time, which was the best one. So he can't be in more than one place at a time, but he has to get a lot of stuff done. Do you have an alternative than having a bunch of, lavender losers walking around? What do you pose instead for Shredder?
I think Shredder, since he is very old, as you can see by those weak knees, he should probably go into a nursing home, even though he is a rat and they may be alarmed when they get in there, but listen, rodent kill, it's okay. Anyway, there's people out there called cops that exist that can get the job done just nicely without, the Foot Clan running around. So I think they can get to that instead of the other people.
You can't argue that we pay taxes for people to actually do that job for us. I don't know why we have four, and they're teenagers.
Yes,
you look at the title, it
teenagers.
says
So, like, as teenagers say, they might screw up, because they eat pizza and do a lot of things that teenagers do, like be a total fuck up everywhere. So, I don't think that's good for our country or anything.
All right. Well, before I turn it back to Blue, what is the worst possible way that a teenager can?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. So, like you were saying, teenagers, they're teenagers and they fuck up. What's the worst way that they could fuck up?
Like for example, they're swinging their swords all over the place, and what if there was an old lady or a child and they accidentally stab the baby stroller and the baby's just hanging from the katana and it's dead, and you know what I'm saying? With those swords and these mothers and fathers out there, you don't want to lose your kid. You don't want your daughter or son's head rolling around just because some teenager said, "Whoopsie, ate too much pizza," and just ran around and did all that. You wouldn't want to see that, and that's just very heartbreaking. That might happen to me, or it did happen, maybe.
You're very right. I do not want that to happen. So we're going to turn it over to the blue side now. I mean, so you got to give her some props there because, I mean, we don't want children in danger of losing their heads when somebody wants pizza and there's a katana flying. There's that. There's the infomercial version of an MA-17 movie. So I want you to explain, if there has to be a Foot Clan, why is the horde of fuchsia fuckwads why is that the advantageous stance? Why have so many?
Well, we have so many because we don't live in Shangri-La land. Because the real world, there's lots of crooks and lots of people trying to sow disorder and chaos and trying to ruin the life in our fair city. And even then, on top of that, there's things like accidents, construction accidents, car accidents, plumbing accidents, all sorts of accidents. In this city, there's 8.5 million people here. Something's bound to happen. So, especially with all these tall buildings, who knows what falls off of them, especially after an ice storm. But really, the problem that's being posed is that of human actors. And yes, it kind of sucks, but look, police make mistakes too. Innocent people get caught up in the crossfire, so there's no real difference between the Foot Clan and the police, except the Foot Clan are more effective.
Yeah, that would explain why they keep outsmarting our forces here. And you made an interesting point. What kind of things fall off a
Well, Bernie Madoff was the big one a couple of years ago. But other than that, we've seen things like toilet paper, actual toilets. Somebody threw off a box of Humira. I saw once a bunch of porcelain figurines, from those Precious Moment lines. I saw an order of books. Grand Piano actually almost killed me once.
Wow.
A deck of playing cards that came out of the box. They were just fluttering down everywhere. I saw somebody's checkbook. A suitcase with a severed arm attached to it. That was the weird one. I saw an old radio from the 1950s. It just all sorts of things fall off from the tops of buildings in this city. It's just weird, but it's part of the New York experience.
That sounds like a very interesting time-lapse photo with the playing cards and the briefcase with the severed hand. How did that hand get severed?
Well, I don't know. Judging by, and I'm not a forensic expert, but my layman's opinion is that it looks like it was ripped off with great force.
Oh man!
This is just in addition to the normal stuff like chunks of ice, things of snow, and the occasional construction worker dropping his lighter or something. So,
yeah, and like you said, the Humira. How did it even make it all the way up there? But
yeah, $25,000 mistake right there. That was an entire year's supply in that box.
Yep, someone lost their job over that. All right, then here's my final question for each of you, and I'm going to keep it on the blue side.
Oh.
Here's what I want to know. You've got Shredder. You've got this multitude of people that keep outsmarting the cops. In order for them to be the utmost effective Supreme, they need to figure out a way to get past these 4, not even adult teenagers and one guy with a hockey mask and a hockey stick who is not Jason. What do they need to be that utmost effective Supreme, which sounds like a great pizza, actually?
Yeah, what they need is wherewithal and a strong sense of direction and an action plan. Shredder, I know, is working on this even as we speak. He's trying to turn this into basically a show that the Foot Clan is superior to the New York City Police Department, in that they can eventually take care of these turtles themselves as opposed to the police. So what he's going to do is use his strong leadership and managerial skills to create an effective action plan and then implement that action plan to effectively quash the threat of the turtles and that guy in the hockey mask.
Yeah, that fucking guy in the hockey mask. Oh, I like that. I like that Krang is using his brain on this one. I think that's good. I think this whole Foot Clan versus police, purple versus blue, all the different colors of bruises. I think it's wonderful. But the opposite side here,
Yes.
Clown. I want you to have an opportunity to leave us just hating the Foot Clan, just absolutely hating the Foot Clan. You brought up severed children heads.
Yes.
We've already gone over thousands and thousands of dollars of recreation control.
Yes.
Lost. So there's a lot of bad, but is there anything good that you can admit that the Foot Clan offers the world, or at least New York?
Okay, I don't want to admit this, and I am on the red side, but they do give a source of protection and safety. I mean, at least they're not bad people. I mean, well, they are bad people because they do kill children sometimes, like the severed arm and stuff, where they even come from. But they are a chance of safety and recreation for some of the civilians, but not me. I absolutely hate them. But it's good that people feel safe, but they shouldn't. It's fine.
So it's fun, and obviously not fun for the whole family. Beheadings. So when you say fun, what kind of fun are you talking about with these guys?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of videos on YouTube of them flipping and stuff, millennials always recording stuff and not actually fixing the problem, like if someone gets shot in broad daylight, they would film it and not do anything about it until later. So, they always do that. So it's fun to them, not fun to me, because I have a few kids of my own and I don't want them to see that and kill me in the future. And my husband, crowd high. But it's fine. It's fun for them, but not me.
All right. Well, y'all heard it here. We've got we've got the idea that this organization is super duper effective, more so than the people we pay taxes to protect us. And if they can't do it, maybe we should switch firms. I don't know. Maybe it's a money ploy, but we cannot deny that our police are completely ineffective against these guys who are wearing Google goggles. Have you seen their eyes through these things? But you've also heard the arguments that kids are at risk of doing parkour in places that they shouldn't, and that they might end up with a surgery that can't fix them. So we leave this up to you. If you vote #red or #blue, let us know. We'll see you next week with the results. Thank you, and goodbye.
All right, and that'll do it for us from BBC covering the states. Up next, we've got the Trumps versus the Blums and a Grand Chancellor of Sex Counseling. Thank you again for joining us on BBC One.
Wow.
It's like a dream within a dream trope.
Yes. Next is Dora.
Warren, he said sex counseling.
I was trying to say sex grand chancelloring on BBC One. And that was our amateur barristers with BBC One.
I'm like, sex counseling, what's that? I want to go to that.
Sounds like some grand sex going on.
Am I right?
But that's the game. You got people debating. You give them an opportunity to represent their sides, but you ask them questions.
Guys, master debaters there. You're pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My right hand is swoller than the other one, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Luckily, you only held up your left during that whole debate.
Yep.
Oh, now that I'm seeing your right hand, I'm kind of swayed, but I guess I already cast my vote, so.
Well,
no, you don't want to. You definitely don't want to get backhanded by that right hand. You definitely don't.
No,
no.
because
It would go right
I'd
through
rather
you.
get front-handed
the other
by-
side is. Whoa.
So, do we want to do another round with new players?
Come on.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure. I want to debate something.
I want to debate you, hot dog.
Okay, so Vitamin Bullet and Wolfman Hot Dog.
Let's debate hot dog.
Danny, do you want to moderate still, or should we let Dolphin do it?
I mean,
Danny can moderate. He's good at this.
All
I'm
right,
still
well,
not sure
I
he can
listened,
game
I listened to most of that, but I also did get another FaceTime from my wife after she talked to her in-laws, because she's upstairs being like, yeah, I kind of just want some alone time. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my
Interrupting
improv
Who's
thing.
Line Club, that's the voice worthy. Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And besides, how much alone time can she
Exactly. Well, here's the thing.
Right? Let's talk about marriage.
She and I have both been working from home for the past like 3 weeks now, so it is getting to a point where it's like, okay, we need some fucking space. Like,
Yeah.
Look at this guy trying to be respectful to his wife.
This guy. All right.
Should be a
Now,
game.
I think that
Should be a debate.
the audience suggestion here is a good idea.
Can I be the audience? I want to be the audience.
Well, just the whole debate between.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I like that one a lot. I really do.
And do that.
What was the audience suggestion?
I think the audience suggestion was along the lines of whether being cooped up, the benefits and the downfalls of being cooped up, especially together in close quarters for such a long period of time. But
I like that. I like that more than Jekyll versus Hyde, only because I don't know a whole lot about the lore of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, I know Dr. Jekyll is the good one. Mr. Hyde is the one he turns into when he's mad or like is doing bad things. But
no, you're right. And then it really does matter or it really would enrich the debate if you could say things like why he turned into him the second time on purpose, like things like that. So yeah, okay. So cabin fever, vitamin A bullet versus Wolfman hot dog.
cabin fever. All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's fucking go. All
I
right.
will be the spectator.
Sweet. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
I can actually just say lady. Our spectator is, but it's good to have you in the audience. Ma'am?
I'm in the audience, aren't I?
Is this thing on? Am I
don't believe you.
Is it coming through?
Yes.
Oh, yes. And tonight we have the debate of the century, or at least the debate of 29 COVID-teen.
Females don't exist.
That's a debate for another time, especially going back to documents. So, we've got red and blue here today. We've got blue, vitamin A bluelets over here. And we've got red, as in hot dog, as in if you cook it properly, it's actually more like pink.
And you're going to be putting some red on me, aka ketchup. And let's just say he's team blue because he's already blew it.
And you're red because there's a lot of blood from me punching you.
Yeah, that's called ketchup.
Physical violence.
Good. That's called ketchup. You put it on a good hot dog. You wouldn't know.
Save your energy for the debate. Fellas, save it. I love the energy, and we are going to let y'all have it.
This is my husband.
It's okay. Take a deep breath and be ready, because we must now discuss the positives.
You're a poopy head. Oh, sorry, that was out of line.
Hey, did you hear this? Did you hear what he just called me?
I heard nothing. The professionals versus the con men. We must balance these, and we must find the middle, the equilibrium, the copaestheticness.
You're just making up words now.
It just takes some time. In the little girl, you're in the middle.
That third one, I Frankensteined like 3 real words, and I created one, and I'm quite proud of it. Hashtag Webster's Dictionary, hashtag not a sponsor.
Look, right, I know that I'm speaking out of turn, but I just want to introduce myself as the, quote, red side. My name is Chauncey Blumpers, and I am going to be debating this man on whether or not it is appropriate for us to be sheltered at home. What are the pros? What are the cons? I am on the red side.
So you can
That's right. So we have Mr. Chauncey, the Pokemon, and then I'm going to give you a chance to introduce my man Blue over here. What you got, who you are, and what you stand for.
Well, I think it's silly about how he is mentioning what's appropriate since his last name is Blumper. I mean, that seems a little ridiculous to me. But
Chauncey Blumper was my father.
Chauncey,
I'm Chauncey Blumper the second.
Chauncey.
Sorry.
Oh, so you're not even original. You're not even the first one that did it. Goodness gracious.
You opened that up because you interrupted him. Let him finish. Go ahead, sir. It is your turn.
All right, yeah, my name is Vitamin A Bullet, and let me just ask you all something. Does COVID-19 do? That is all.
Oh, it's a thinker. I love it. We're going to have a thinker,
confused.
and gentlemen. We are going to have a thinker. In fact, we're going to start with Blue, mainly because Blumpers. I mean, that sounds like an alien species in Rick and Morty. It's the Blumpers.
Chauncey Blumpers is not an alien species. It's my last name. I'm a junior.
It kind of sounds like that.
Hey,
kind of
quiet
sounds
from
like
the
your
audience,
family-
huh?
Yeah, random heckler. I agree with
come
you.
From Venus.
You want to fight? I got pepper spray.
Your family comes from Venus, and that's not vitamin A. Boy, we're gonna start with you now. Remember, because we start with you, that means that Wolfman Hot Dog, aka Chauncey, is going to be able to retort as fiercely as possible, as fiercely as a giant pink egg Pokemon can. So just bear that in mind and choose your words carefully. My question to you is, why such a hard stance against keeping everyone in, with the virus? I mean, why not? That is
Why not keep everyone inside or with the virus? Huh?
So, like, what is your stance with? We're specifically talking about the response to COVID-19, where we are sheltering in place. How do you feel about that?
Okay, well, I think Blue says it all, of course, but I am very clearly on the social side of things, where the virus is not something to be feared, but to be controlled. Yes, that's right. We are just like plants, very clearly. We can mutate as well. I mean, and not some people can transgenderize, others can mutate. It's just natural. It's the process of living, really.
All right, I like the idea of transgenderizing, because if I can be both man and woman, I wouldn't be alone. Audience so far, you with us? We good? We good?
Yes.
We've got the social experiment guy over
We're
here.
good.
All right,
I
well
like
then
it.
we're
I'm
gonna.
sorry. Can you give me a brief rundown of what your argument is exactly, Mr. Blue?
I don't like it.
Legitimate question, Mr. Blue. Go ahead.
Well, it's pronounced bull et and
Sorry, Bluet. Bluet. Whatever.
I blew at your mom. Oh, sorry, that was over the line.
That is, excuse me,
That is
moderator.
uncalled
I find that funny.
All right, it's been ruled funny. Continue.
I'm an attorney, if that helps.
That's
Remember me
right.
from
That's
the
good.
change scene? Still an attorney, just still here.
That's right.
Yes,
He holds notebooks, and I am clearly of the stance that COVID-19 is something that we shouldn't be afraid of. We shouldn't be isolating ourselves from people. We should be going out there and socializing and spreading all the love and viruses that we can.
He's
Excellent.
cute.
So hold on.
Okay. I'm sorry. I am just chomping at the bit here.
Right. So we've got the side of not being a pussy, and then we have your stance, which is what, Chauncey?
So, and I think you heard my name wrong. It's actually Chansey. I am a Pokemon, okay? I've grown up in the Kanto region. I am familiar with Pokemon centers. I'm familiar with universal health care for all. I am familiar with aiding those that need aid. And let me tell you this. When people are coming into our Pokemon centers with a fucking cough and saying that they need some help, I just get so upset. I have Lickitung with their tongues cut off. I've got Diglets being turned into Dugtrios with the cancer they've been getting. I have Raichus devolving down to third generation Pokemon that aren't even part of our world yet. We don't need people out and about seeking help. We need them at home. We need them staying home. That is why we need everyone to take as many steps as they can to stay at home. And again, I am the lead Chansey of all the Pokemon. And this is something that seriously needs to be taken seriously.
Yes.
Well, we are honored today to have the lead. We really are. We're glad that you're here. And we are going to give you a chance to prove that your side is the best. We're going to start, however, with Blue. Here's your first big question that the audience wants to know.
Yes.
What is if we are going to contain ourselves, what's so bad about that? What's the harm? What's your problem? What's your problem?
Let me go ahead.
Well, really, the main thing that my opponent here doesn't understand, which is that I have the mic, is that unlike his first name, we haven't really been taking any chances, but we really do need to start taking chances with human life and interaction and socializing and meeting people. And he mentioned a bunch of things about like AIDS and universal stuff and universally having AIDS together and coming or something like that. But, you know, that's really just inappropriate for this audience. But overall, we really do need to take a chance on life, socialize, get out there, meet other people. Don't worry about the virus. We're all good. We're set.
Now, can I please retort?
No.
Yes, but because I want you to. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Blue, how many times have you been into our Pokemon Center?
Not even once.
Well, I mean,
Mr. Blue, let me just ask you this: how many times have you been to our Pokemon Center, and how many times have you already beaten the Elite Four over and over?
Like, are you including with my fists or not?
I know that you're using that as a metaphor for your 6 Golem team. I get it. It's a great.
No, I mean, like, they actually went to the hospital, and I'm facing jail charges right now, so I'm really actually somewhat concerned about that right now.
He's a criminal.
We're going to leave criminal charges out of these proceedings. As you know, this is a formal debate. We don't want anything getting in sort of the way of the facts of the matter. Blue, you mind if I just call you Blue?
I prefer you call me Bull like I said earlier, but...
Well, Bull if that's what you prefer to be called. Every time you've faced Gary and you come in asking for help, we tell you, stay at home. You won't even have to face Gary. Just stay at home and you'll be just fine. And your mother will make you breakfast. She'll give you a potion in your computer as soon as you wake up.
My mom's
and she'll be a great mother to you. And yet you insist on coming out, you insist on exploring, and you see what it does. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no use in leaving your houses. Just stay home and have mom take care of you.
Well, you know what, Mr. Chansey? Gary deserved it. You know what? He was a douche to me. He was a douche to my mother. He deserved everything that he got. And you know what? I will not rest until I go to jail, because at that point I'll probably be forced to rest because they'll only just put me in a room with a bed. But you know what? Otherwise, I'm not going to rest until then, because I do not regret one bit putting that guy into the hospital. I mean, I sort of accidentally tripped him. Really, it was an accident. But you know what?
Okay. Look, we don't want to get any more hospital sort of mentality in this. Let's just go to the next audience question. I think we're on a good page here.
I love the passion. I love the fire. And here's what my next question is going to be.
Joey won't like this.
It's going to be to you, Mr. Red. Isn't it true that although you endorse the idea of staying indoors, you yourself have gone stir crazy with your own spouse? Respond.
God.
I have nothing to say to that question, legally speaking, but I do have something to respond formally. This is the first time I will speak about my wife's disappearance, and I will say that I have been looking for her for a very, very long time. I've taken time off, many weeks from the center, and I have gone searching, brought Bill's PC with me, just to use those codes. I cannot find her anywhere.
I object. I think this man is lying because women don't exist.
Now,
listen,
I will give you a chance to argue your point, but so your official statement, and I'm paraphrasing, you know, we're not going to, nobody buys newspapers anymore, but what you're saying is you do endorse staying in, staying safe, staying home, staying cozy.
I do.
Right, and you are saying that you were doing that. You were practicing what you preach. You and your spouse,
as much as I can.
What is this?
And although there were reports that there was some animosity, some pent up aggression strewing about,
he's a jerk.
you're saying that has nothing to do with the fact that your wife disappeared?
I don't know the reason for my wife disappearing. All that I know is I've been spending 5 hours a day, the 5 hours I request off for my lunch break, searching for my wife.
Oh, Pokemon.
Well, normally when she's not with you, she's with me. Now,
Oh my.
Blue, Mr. Vite A. Mean. I have to admit that it sounds very suspicious, and usually the suspected in cases like that, and that it does not help his stance with the stay at home, the shelter in place. But by the same token, he does have an argument that I want you to counter. His argument is that less people get sick if more of us just stay the fuck away. You know, the STFA, the foundation. And
I just want to add one more thing. I stayed home because I needed to, and I knew it was the right thing to do. But as soon as I found out my wife had gone missing, I needed to leave the house. And I've been coughed on, sneezed at, spit on. I've done everything just to find her. And yes, I'm a flight risk. And yes, I am a terrible Pokemon. I'm running a Pokemon Center without wearing a mask.
And without Nurse Joy.
All right, well, there is a random audience member, Ms. Rack over there, I believe, talking about Pokemon, but right now, I think we're talking about this certain virus, and
she is 16,
really...
so please do not refer to her Rack.
No, that's her name. Like, do you see it on her tag on her shirt? It's
Yes.
Ms. Rack, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. But,
Yeah.
but real quick. Wolfman Chauncey, Bloopers. You said that, leaving the house and being subject to spitting and throwing of things and hitting and kicking. Now,
They got you.
that's not really any different than your life before Corona because you're a nerd, right? Okay, moving on. Vitamin A bullet.
That is my existence.
So now he does pose the mathematical conclusion that if you stay home, less people will get sick, the virus will be dealt with and quarantined a lot faster. So there's a whole, if you do the pussy way, you'll survive. And in video games, we call that camping. So, but you gotta admit that your KDR goes up when you're camping. What's your main set?
Well, while he likes to do math and crap, I like to do math. And while I do math, I go outside and hang out with other people and have a great old time. In fact, I'm going to go right now and chop up some wood because I am just so hyped up. It's crazy.
Objection.
This stuff is amazing.
I just realized he objected earlier, and this is not even a legal proceeding.
You're not a legal proceeding.
Oh my God.
Some bands have a DJ for credibility. We've got a lawyer in the audience. All I know is...
That's right. He has notebooks. You know he's a lawyer.
He is.
Right.
Wait, have him pull out one of his notebooks and read from it right now.
Okay. This
First page. What's it say? Very first page. Just read it.
It's just a drawing of me as super lawyer. I haven't been paying attention.
What's the caption that you put in that comic, sir? I can see some scribble.
No, Nurse Joy
It
don't like
says,
it.
"Never fear, I have plenty of friends."
How many captions are?
Too.
How many pages are in that little? You have a 4-panel drawing there. What's the second panel say?
Objection, he's a nerd.
Yeah, that represents my arch nemesis. I don't really have a name for it, but it's basically sad truths about my life, and so.
You need a therapist.
Yeah,
Dr. Sad Truths.
I kind of sympathize with him because I also feel like saying mean things to you all the time. But that aside, by the way, that notebook has more of a spine than you. Back to you.
Oh.
Oh my.
Blue Corner, I'm going to give you one more bullet point about how bad of a person you must be to just chicken out and stay home all the time.
Right. Well, I am going to put this bullet point with a vitamin, and I'm going to say that you would have to be a pretty pathetic loser who doesn't even like to do math. And really, that is just disappointing and really just makes me want to do more. Okay, so actually, I'm going to be right back real quick and do some more.
You do you, my friend. You do. But I tell you what, I'm going to give the last word to Ketchup and Mustard Man over here. Mister, I sound like I've come from another world or parallel dimension. Maybe it's wisdom. Maybe you're bringing us insight. Maybe you're bringing us just a call to the right action. And maybe you're calling for us to be a better version of ourselves. I don't know. Your voice is so annoying, it's hard to listen to your actual words. But
Oh no.
I'm going to give you the opportunity. You've already defended your point. I want you to tell us how you feel about people on the blue side.
Here's what I'll say: is you just told him you'll do you, or you do you.
Yes.
What I'm going to say as the lead Chansey of these Pokemon centers is blue do blue. Blue is going to continue along this road until all of his Pokemon are level 100. He's going to be coming to our Pokemon centers over and over and over with sick Pokemon just until he gets what he wants. Let me just tell you this. Had he stayed home from the very beginning, none of this would have had to happen. I wouldn't be telling Pokemon trainers that their Pokemon had fainted and died and they were lost to the ether. I wouldn't have to tell parents of kids that they're not allowed to send their kids to Pokemon training camp. They can't do that.
It's so sad.
If they would just stay home and blue do blue, none of this would have happened.
It's very depressing.
Well, you know what? If you had just gotten up and off your butt for a little bit longer, maybe you could have found your non-existent wife because she doesn't exist and women.
That's not true!
I'm right here.
You know,
Baby, hey,
Ms. Rack?
Wait,
sweetheart,
this is unprecedented.
come here.
But what is
hi.
the dog missing?
Wait, why are you going to him?
Found in our audience.
Come
I
here.
like
Come
him
to me.
better.
Why am I talking to you like a dog?
No, come
Here.
This is why.
back to
This
me,
is why
sweetheart.
I am breaking up with you, or divorcing you.
What? What do you mean
Talk to
breaking
me
up with
like
me?
I'm a
Why do you have
dog.
that hammer?
Because I'm going
Oh,
to
me,
hit you.
okay.
Oh, seems pretty straightforward.
You're going to break me?
Break your legs, yes.
Don't worry, I'm already broken.
Aw, that's nice. Already did the job. Anyway, I like blue more.
Me too. And you know what else is blue? And you know what good Pokemon game there is? Pokemon Crystal. And you know what I like to do? Crystal meth. So let's go and do some of that. How about that, honey?
Oh my god, I love that. He's way better than you. He does a lot.
I'm blue and
No, you're red. Get it right. Oh, I hate.
All right, well, that's enough copyright strikes for one day. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, putting up with Renee bullshit and the hot dog.
Wow, that was really actually hilarious. I really stuck to that Pokemon thing after you
in the background saying
thought
all the Pikachu
Chauncey
things.
you thought Chauncey was Chansey, but I really stuck with that.
It was awesome.
That was quite the roller coaster.
That really
me
came
in
out
the
of nowhere. It
background.
immediately changed the narrative of everything.
Yo,
It
I
went
was just
from
the
real
like I
life
said,
to
how
Pokemon
cute.
World. But
And then
I
back
really
to
tried
real
to stick with
life.
that.
And then back to real life with the
Yeah, 'cause-
missing wife.
Because he came
Right,
in.
but like being a Pokemon that like has a job and then goes home, because Chansey
And
is
Nurse
like
Joy.
a very like a sort of a maternal figure, but like having a male Chansey is like looking for your
Pokemon.
wife. Like, where is your Chansey wife? I don't know.
Like in Meet the Fockers, Meet the Fockers, where he's like, "Oh, that'll be your doctor. I'm a male nurse," and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Nurse Joy's like, I hate these.
all right, well,
Dude, but Nurse Joy though, oh my god.
Wow.
I know."
I would, you know what I'm saying?
What about Officer Jenny? You fucking kidding me?
I don't know, man.
Oh
She
my-
seems like she'd be a little too wild for me, handcuffs and stuff. I don't know,
You know what I'm saying?
But green hair though, like
she
or
can
teal
arrest
hair.
me anytime.
dude. I do
I
not
need handcuffs.
What?
I do not need that baton stuck up anywhere that I can't control it. So
You know, like your eye socket children. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Well, guys, we have come to the apex of our meeting where
Yes.
I must revert to an old man form,
An old man.
the Dumbledore.
Boo! You've always
Whoa.
been an old man. Boo!
This one.
I would take away points from your house, except, damn, that's real, son. Ugh.
I'm too old to take away points.
Give me points because I think you're young. Thank you.
Well, earlier today, someone called to light that all I needed was a cane, and then my crippling depression would just be regular depression.
No,
That-
that's depressing.
Like many moments today, hit real and real close to home. But of all the people of all the things who said things and did things, today's winner will be he who endures, he who puts up with all of our vitamin A bullshit. And that, my friends, is Mr. Deity himself, Ganesha. Ganesha, the big elephant. Congratulations on being tonight's winner, and hopefully
No copyright.
and hopefully you aren't trying to speak with a cut mic at this time.
If we ever get this on YouTube, just
It's gonna be
ever,
copyright straight.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna have to like edit around it or what,
Probably.
or like write a check to Rick Astley, be like, please, sir, let us show our jokes.
Please.
How many times do you plan on playing that? Please, sir, may I have another?
And so
We'll take the lot.
If
take
if
a
it
look.
helps, nobody will view it, so it's not like it's impacting you.
Hey,
Oh no!
we're good. Shush. We love
All right, I guess I'll read off the outro. So I'm Mean Elephant.
you. Yeah, because you're mean elephant. What are you, a man or a mouse?
Freaking more like green elephant.
Whoa. What are you, racist?
Hell yeah.
All right, that's all for now. Don't forget we have Whose Line style games every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we play something every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch all the past games at whoseline.club. You can watch live at whoseline.club, and the link to join in on Discord is available at whoseline.club.
Yes.
We're
Did
good?
it.
Red, blue, we all set?
Yep.
Great job.